Welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. And today we are a week behind. So sorry for anybody who was actually looking forward to the Jurassic Park book club episode. Because we didn't record the day that we were supposed to record. Whoops. We had some technical difficulties. Life got in the way. It just is what it is. So we're a week late. So sorry. Thanks for sticking around anyway. If you're still here. If I'm just talking to nobody, well, don't tell me. So this week is our Jurassic Park episode. Yay!
Woohoo!
So I would say we need to have a quote, but it's just going to be from Jurassic Park. But I guess we could still have a quote.
Yeah?
We could both do a quote.
Ooh, I wonder if I have anything specially marked.
Did I say our names? With your hostesses, Brooke and
Beck. No, you didn't say our names. So it's good that you
That's
you
funny.
did.
Yeah. Today we're also recording 2 episodes. So we're going to be a little scatterbrained. I think I got my life in order for this episode, so we'll see. We've got my mom, Stetson's Nana, here babysitting him while we do a double recording. Because normally we can get through like one whole recording and him be okay and like not have really needed much, just sort of sitting around playing with like Emma or Ella or whatever. But then try to recording 2, I don't know how that would have gone. So we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, I guess I can find a quote too, huh?
If you want to.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't highlight anything, so I actually jotted it down in one of my apps that I use when I jot down, what am I trying to say? Doc my reading? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The one I have.
I highlighted several and I put little tabs. I'm just trying to figure out which one I want to.
Yeah. It would be so funny if we had, like, did the same one. I mean, what are the odds, though? But that would be so funny.
I know.
Mine's going to be, like, really near the end.
Oh, I think I'll do this one because it ties into the Amelia Peabody series with my little comment that I made.
Oh, that's cute. Okay, so you can go first.
Okay, so Grant was a professor of paleontology at the University of Denver and one of the foremost researchers in his field, but he had never been comfortable with social niceties. He saw himself as an outdoor man, and he knew that all the important work in paleontology was done outdoors with your hands. And it goes on to say, Grant had little patience for the academics, for the museum curators, and for what they call teacup dinosaur hunters. So the thing that I was referring to when I said it kind of goes, plays into the Amelia Peabody series is that Emerson, who is the male protagonist in that series, is a professor in the second book. He's not in the first book, but in the second book, he's a professor. And he really just prefers to be in the field. And he does not like academics.
Yeah.
He thinks that they are snooty, and he doesn't like putting on airs. He doesn't like getting dressed up for social occasions. He doesn't like going to dinners just to please some wealthy patron. He would just rather skip all that and be out in the field. So that's what that reminded me of.
Yeah, that's really funny. I like that you can find that connection between this book and that book. That's really cool. Yeah, I like Grant. I like that he's like, I don't know how to say this other than what I'm about to say, but like kind of a manly man, I guess. Like he'd much rather just not talk to people and be outside and do things like work outside. And
also he's very protective of the children like later on.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what I was going to say.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I just sort of get scatterbrained, you know. Here's my quote.
Okay.
Let's see. My point is that life on Earth can take care of itself. In the thinking of a human being, 100 years is a long time. 100 years ago, we didn't have cars and airplanes and computers and vaccines. It was a whole different world. But to the Earth, 100 years is nothing. 1,000,000 years is nothing. This planet lives and breathes on a much vaster scale. We can't imagine its slow and powerful rhythms, and we haven't got the humility to try. We have been residents here for the blink of an eye. If we are gone tomorrow, the Earth will not miss us. Boom.
I actually highlighted that.
I figured you
I
would
did
have.
highlight. So what I love about that is I don't believe in evolution, but I love that it's still
Yeah.
it has the same idea that I have from evolution theory. So if you believe in evolution, if you believe in survival of the fittest, right? So if whatever's happening in the world, that is, the world will adapt.
Yeah.
Right? So if humans are meant to die out, that just means we're not the fittest. And if evolution, if you believe in evolutionary theory, something that comes out of us dying out will evolve into something that can sustain the world that is
withstand whatever took us out.
Right, is evolving. So I love that he says that because regardless of what you believe in, whether it's evolution or creation, you should never be afraid of what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
Because if you believe in evolution, then it's what's meant to be within the evolutionary theory. And whatever survives from what you think is a catastrophe will be able to survive the catastrophe and carry on life.
Yeah.
And then if you believe in creationism and God, then whatever happens, you're going to end up with God at the end of it. So it doesn't matter. So either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I really like that from him because he's like, I don't know what you're worried about.
Yeah.
A meteorite hit the earth millions of years ago and took out the dinosaurs, but life still went on.
Right.
And here we are. And when we're gone, something will take our place.
Yeah.
And I really liked that.
So why are you afraid?
Exactly.
Yeah. I kind of liked it when I read that. It made me think like whatever. So obviously we're concerned about like climate change and stuff like that.
Right.
But we're so small that we really don't affect anything.
Right.
You know, like we can try all you want, but you're not going to be able to like conquer the world, and you shouldn't have that kind of mindset.
Right.
That's just something I thought of.
His whole point is that humans think of themselves so highly.
Yeah.
That we're more important than the dinosaurs.
Right.
Right? Why?
Right.
Why? If you believe in evolutionary theory, why are we more important than any other species?
Mm-hmm.
And
so interesting.
If we die out too, how does that really affect? It just affects you. But you are going to die one day, whether it is in a mass, everyone on the planet dies at the same time.
Right.
Or if you die in a car accident or whatever.
Old age, like whatever.
You're not going to live forever. So in the whole scheme of things, like he says, why are we so arrogant that we think we're so important that we have to survive regardless of what happens. We're not more important in the scheme of what he's saying. And I like that.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a very American attitude.
Yeah.
To think that we're more important. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Because when you go to other countries, they don't necessarily, they might be arrogant in other things, but they don't have the same. It's
different.
Yeah.
It's just different.
It is.
It's a different, like it's, of course it's good to have pride in your country and your life and stuff, but it's just a different kind of way of looking at everything. I don't know how else to, I know exactly what you mean because I thought it myself, but I can't like put it in a perfect sentence. I know what you mean though.
I'm sure people out there who are from other countries who are listening know what we're talking about too. They're like, oh yeah, we get what you're saying.
It's just different.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any audio clips, but I'll just go look on our email.
Okay.
Not to sound kind of like a bummer, but I don't think we do. I get all these TikTok notifications because of our Happily Booked TikTok. And like one of our friends is constantly sending me videos on that TikTok because it's just easier than like copying, pasting a link or whatever to try and send it to me. And she's like, do you ever get on that? And I'm like, no, I never look. She's always sending me messages on there.
That's funny.
I'm glad that she hasn't given up hope though. It does not look like we have any.
Okay.
So
all right.
I had just checked like the other day too, just to make sure. And I was like, yeah, I don't think we do. Let me find this quiz because I found a Jurassic Park quiz. Actually, I could have it on my phone.
And in case you were wondering, this will have spoilers. So
Yes.
If you haven't read it, you'll know all about it by the end of the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, I find it hard to believe that, like, I mean, there's somebody, I guess, out there that hasn't.
I mean, I hadn't read it before now. I had seen the movie.
Yeah, so you've either seen the movie or you've read the book or you've done both. But more likely, I think a lot of people have really seen the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to send this to you. I just want you to know I have not taken this quiz yet. I took a bunch of other quizzes on this website just to see how it is.
Yeah.
But I have not taken the specific one, so there's no cheating involved. I haven't done that.
Okay. I wonder if we could post the QR code onto our Facebook page so that our fans could do it too.
Ooh. I wonder. Download. Okay. So, yeah. Anyway, it is on bookroo.com. I just found it by Googling Jurassic Park book quiz, I think, originally. And it came up. It's only 12 questions. We're just going to see if we know the answers. And I think this is going to be really, really fun.
It is going to be fun.
So, just so you know, when you click take quiz, it's going to skip the first question. So you'll have to scroll back up.
Interesting.
Because it did that on like every other one I took. And I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. But okay, good to know. So I think we should just go through it together. And then we'll see at the end what we got.
Okay, sounds good. So
question 1. Malcolm uses what mathematical theory to predict that the island is doomed? Should we tell each other what we think our answers are, or should we just wait?
Let's wait.
Okay. So, you can read question 2.
Why does Nedry shut down the park's security system?
All right. Question number 3. What alarming discovery does Grant find near the sick stegosaur? I almost said stick stegosaur. Oh, this one's kind of hard.
Oh, yeah. I thought,
I'm going to go with,
I don't know.
I
know which ones it isn't.
Right.
But there's 2 that I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to do that. I feel like I got that
because in my head, I was thinking of something else that wasn't an option.
Same.
Okay. You can read question 4.
Was it vomit? Is that what you were thinking? Like where they threw up the berries?
The rocks. I was thinking of the rocks. They're eroded rocks that they like helps them digest or whatever.
Yes, and there were berries with those rocks.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we were both thinking.
Glad we were on the same page.
Question 4. What is the name of the island where Jurassic Park Zoo is located?
Dinosaur Island. Okay. Question 5. Which dinosaurs throw themselves at the electric fence?
Question 6. Why are the velociraptors able to escape their containment?
These are long answers. Question 7.
I'm sorry. I just read the last answer.
What happens to Nedry when he gets lost?
Well, the second answer would have been fun, too.
Yeah. Okay.
Question 8. Who is financing Jurassic Park?
Question 9. What word does the mauled patient in Costa Rica speak before dying? You should know that one. Everybody should know that one because Becky talked about it a couple episodes ago. Fun. Okay.
Question 10. What saves Tim from the T-Rex?
Question 11.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I'm right about my choice on question 10, but I could be wrong, but I think I'm right.
Oh, okay. I think it's this one. Well, they encounter the T-Rex a couple of times.
Yeah.
So it's like, which one?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Question 11. While waiting to be released, what does Grant get told by a strange man?
Sorry.
By a strange man. Is that what made you laugh?
Yes.
That's funny.
What does Grant get told by a strange man? I'm confused.
I think I know, but that one was a little... I think that was like right at the end.
I actually don't know the answer. I'm going to say this one. That's probably wrong. Okay, question 12. Who shows up to help the survivors off the island?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Okay, I'm going to submit my answers.
Okay.
I'm so nervous about 2 of them.
Oh my gosh. I
Did you
got
get
100.
I got 92.
Oh, so you only missed like one then. Okay, so you can scroll up and it will tell you which one was the correct answer. I can't believe I got 100. I feel like I did a good job.
See, that's the one I missed for sure was the first one.
The first one.
Where we were thinking it was the rocks.
Oh, yeah.
And I was going to put the correct answer, but I didn't. I put something different.
You put the trees have been uprooted?
No.
Oh,
I knew that. I knew the second and third answers were wrong.
Okay.
I put the last one.
That was, let me see. Oh, they're in different orders.
Oh, that's funny.
I was going to say, I put the last one.
That's funny.
And it was right. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to choose that one, but I second guessed myself.
It was a velociraptor egg for anybody who needs to know.
I actually got the other one I guessed correct.
Yeah. I can't believe I got 100. Oh my gosh. We should have read the multiple choices.
Those were funny.
They are funny. Some of them were just outrageous. Who comes to save them from the island? The Loch Ness Monster? Don't think so. What's the island called? Dinosaur Island? Don't think so.
No. This one. Why are the velociraptors able to escape their containment? Nedry set them free when he was fired.
Yeah, set them free when he was fired. Bro didn't even make it to be fired.
What happens to Nedry when he gets lost? The adult T-Rex eats him. That would have been okay.
That would have been all right.
Okay.
That's so funny. I think we should try to find book quizzes every single time we do this.
Yeah, we should.
That was really funny.
And
it was short. It was only 12 questions.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
You know, well, maybe next time I'll read the multiple choices off so everybody can see. It's on bookery.com though, so you can go on there and take the little quiz yourself. It's only 12 questions. Easy peasy.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I did like the Coraline one. There was
okay.
Bird Box. But this is the only one I've gotten 100% on. So, which is funny because I have read Bird Box and Coraline, but this one was the only one that I did so good.
You also read this one more recently.
It's true. So, how did you like the book?
I liked it. It's funny because I know that it's supposed to be suspenseful, but I was getting things like before some of the characters were getting. I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, like when they were counting the dinosaurs and the computer just kept giving them the same numbers.
You're like, oh my gosh.
And they question it because I had already started to think there was something wrong with their numbers.
Right.
And I think it was the mathematician. I don't know why I can't think of his name right now.
Ian Malcolm.
Malcolm, yeah. I think he was the one who said, run it this way instead.
Yeah.
And then it just kept counting more and more.
And it's crazy that they had set their system up the way that they did.
Right.
As opposed to counting the actual amount that is found within the pen.
Right.
Like, yeah, I can confirm that there's 20 in here. That's just going to limit the system.
Right.
But if there's actually like 50, wouldn't you want to know?
Right.
But they were so dead set that they couldn't repopulate. As Ian Malcolm says, life finds a way.
I got that clue earlier than the characters did too. And I don't know, I'm sure I somehow learned this a long time ago, but I was thinking when they said that they had amphibian DNA, that was obviously a clue. And I thought, wait, can frogs change their sex? And I looked it up, and they can. Yeah. And so it's like, uh-oh.
Apparently chicks can, too, and that's kind of funny.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's so, when I told Megan that one of our chickens turned out to be a rooster, but they were all sexed already. Like, they were all supposed to be girls when you bought them from Tractor Supply. She said that she had just looked it up. I don't know exactly what she looked up to get to this information. But apparently, the most dominant chick in, like, the little group, if it's dominant enough, it can change its sex to a male and become a rooster. And I was like, that makes sense then. And I was like, well, isn't that interesting?
That's very interesting.
Weird.
That's very weird.
That's weird, isn't it? I didn't think about that in correlation to Jurassic Park until right now, though, in a weird way. But yeah, that's funny. I have a rooster now.
And he's mean.
We get along sometimes. I went out there and fed them and like did all the things because Austin ran out of time before he had to go to work, and we just didn't think about it. And I was like, no, I'll go out there. It's fine, you know, whatever. And we'll just have a showdown. It's okay. So like I made sure I wasn't wearing red.
Yeah.
And like I put like a what are they called? Little brace thing that you put around your waist after like abdominal surgery. I can't think of what it's called though. And I put that on just in case, because I was like, if he jumps up and kicks me, I don't want him to like kick my C-section area.
Yeah.
Because then we'll really have a problem. And and he was fine. Didn't even care that I was in there. I was like, good. Yeah, I guess because he knows that they need food, and he knows that we come and give them food. I'm like, that's kind of okay. But yeah, everything was fine. I'm like, you're temperamental. You need to. He never kicks Austin. Sorry. Anyway. I think it is really because I was wearing red that one day. Maybe. I think that really had something to do with it. Sorry, I'm trailing off a little bit. It's continue.
Okay. I mean, what would be any different from any other episode?
Yeah. Honestly.
We both get sidetracked.
Mm-hmm.
I really had strong opinions all the way through this book.
Did you? So, okay. I know you don't traditionally rate books. I gave it a 5-star still anyway, because I just really love this book. I gave it a 5-star the first time I read it, and I enjoyed it just, if not more, I enjoyed it the same amount I did last time. So I did 5-star. If you were to rate,
I would give it a 5-star.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed it all the way through.
That's not what I was expecting you to say.
It was a little gross in a couple of places.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
it's a little gory.
Having seen the movie, I kind of expected that there would be, plus knowing it's a thriller.
Yeah.
You would expect there. Plus it's dinosaurs.
Right.
So, I mean.
To escape and kill people.
So, there were some really funny things that happened in the book. And I just opened my book here. And I have this highlighted. Such isolation is impossible, Malcolm said flatly. It simply cannot be done. It can. It's done all the time. I beg your pardon, Malcolm said, but you don't know what you are talking about. You arrogant little snot, Hammond said. He stood and walked out of the room. So then I have a sticky note here that says,
what a child.
Pot calling the kettle black. Yes, Malcolm is an arrogant mathematician, but Hammond is as arrogant as he can't take criticism. Is so arrogant. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. Okay. Is so arrogant he can't take criticism on his part.
I mean, like, what a child.
Yes.
And every instant, he is so dead set that, no, this park is going to work.
Right.
And Malcolm's like, look, it's not because of this. And he's like, stomps foot, slams door, walks out.
I was going to say, at some point, he even stomps his feet.
I think, like, he really does.
You're not a 3-year-old.
Right.
You are an 80-year-old man.
Yeah, who gets what he had coming to him.
I was so disappointed at first because it seems like they've got the island under control.
Yeah.
And he's not dead. And I'm sorry that this sounds so mean and heartless and not Christian. I wanted this man to get eaten.
Oh, yeah.
Because you are so careless. Mm-hmm. You brought your own grandchildren.
Yeah.
And a man with a 4-year-old child to this island, knowing full well that these dinosaurs have attacked, maimed, and killed workers on the island.
Yeah.
You
knowing
know
full well
it's
what
dangerous.
Has happened. Yeah.
And you still brought your own grandchildren. Your own grandchildren. Yeah. I was so mad at him through the whole book.
Irresponsible. Oh, yeah. He's a horrible character. Like, he's more likable in the movie.
Is he?
I found that he was a little bit less like a whiny baby and a little bit more likable in the movie.
I don't remember, but I can't wait to watch the movie with you.
Yeah, no, that'll be fun.
So when he starts walking outside and hears noises, I'm like, okay. I knew what was gonna happen.
And it's like foggy, and like he can hear them like just past the fog, and it's kind of ominous, and you're like, oh yeah, you're a dummy. Why'd you walk out through the fence? Like you knew you're at the end. You knew what was happening.
Right.
Stay in the fence.
Just stay inside.
Yeah. I'm not getting out of the building until somebody with a heavy machine gun comes and gets me. Like, there's no way. Yeah. I couldn't. Oh, sorry. Scared me. Sorry. I could not stand him.
Yeah.
He was so annoying. Oh yeah, how was your annotating? Were you glad you stuck with that? I saw all your sticky notes.
Yes, because I don't like starting something and not finishing it.
Sorry. I just thought about me with my temperature blanket. Okay.
Or mine. But
that's different.
I would have finished this book a lot sooner if I hadn't annotated. Yeah. Like a lot sooner. It's probably literally.
I really like those colors too.
Thank you. Emma gave them to me.
They're cute.
I really think that for someone who reads fast, this is like a 1-day read.
Oh yeah.
Maybe a 2-day.
Yeah. I agree.
think I could have read it in 2 or 3 days if I hadn't annotated it.
Yeah.
Because I was reading it so fast, but I had to stop to. I will say that I learned a lot reading this book, not just from the book, because Michael Crichton has a lot of things in here that any good writer, I think, has like a grain of truth in their writing.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things in here that there are real people in the book. There are real things that actually happened in the book.
Yeah, that was neat when you told me about the actual people with the actual engine. I think it was.
Yes. So
freaky.
And then he puts like just enough twist on the truth that it's obviously not true.
Right.
But it's just, I did learn a lot. I learned about the dinosaurs that were in here. And I remember when I was little, my dad used to get little magazines from Apologetics Press about the dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. And I used to read about the dinosaurs when I was little. And it's funny because Tim's dad says only babies are interested
Tim's got dinosaurs on the brain, but he means it as an insult.
Yeah.
As an insult instead of a compliment.
But dinosaurs are actually very interesting.
Yeah.
And so when I was reading through here, then I had to stop and read about the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And I wrote, what kind of dinosaur they were and what they actually did. Like, because some of the stuff is made up about some of the dinosaurs.
Yeah. And their sizing is a little different depending on what it was. And...
But, so, I mean, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
It was almost like taking a class, but I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So.
That's self-taught.
Yes, self-taught. LOL, I think
so
Ella
cute.
Drew that.
Oh,
so
she drew a little T-Rex.
Yes, she did.
We need to do videos.
Yeah, we should.
Sometimes I'll like say something and I'm thinking they can't compute perfectly enough what I mean because I can't see.
Maybe I should take pictures of it and post it later. But yeah, I enjoyed reading it. I learned a lot from the book.
It's like fun class, fun education.
Yes. So yeah, I really enjoyed it a lot.
Good. I'm glad. Do your sticky note colors, do they correlate to anything, or are they you just need a sticky note and you put it down?
So the dark pink ones pretty much correlate with where I underlined in red when death occurred.
Oh, okay.
I underlined all the deaths, or even one of them. One of them I went back and I was like, why is this one highlighted? But it was when they were talking about the infant mortality increase.
Okay.
So you didn't read about them dying per se, but it was because of the dinosaurs escaping that they died. So
the compies. I can't say their actual name.
Yes, me either. That's probably why they shortened it.
That's why they call them compies.
So that's what the dark pink ones are for. And then I ran out of dark pink, and some of the light pink ones are
I would get
for that.
so annoyed when I would do that. And I'm like, I have got to get more sticky notes the same color. I have to.
And I think I got confused when I was doing some of them. So I think some of the white ones are for quotes.
Actually, for something else that you meant.
And some of the yellow ones are for quotes.
Yeah. I did that in one of the most recent things I had annotated. I don't remember what book it was. But like I had one color for quotes and one color for like meeting a new character. And I got confused and swapped them on accident.
Right.
And I had to like go back and fix it so it stayed consistent.
when I highlighted I highlighted all of the times that they named like dinosaurs, even if it was like raptor, 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 raptor.
Oh,
I just
okay.
highlighted all of them.
Yeah.
And I highlighted them in blue, and I highlighted it in green when a new character was introduced. And a couple times I accidentally highlighted a character in blue or a dinosaur in green. I was like,
fudge. Yeah.
But yeah, and I think some of them are just for like if I have a sticky, so I can find the sticky.
Yeah. Yeah, I would do that too. Because I mean, as you can see, I have normal size sticky notes poking out.
Yes.
But normally if I actually do a full like annotation, I do what you did. And I have the little sticky tabs poking out and then an actual note that I wanted to write. Yes. If I didn't want to write on the actual book.
I remember you doing that, and that's why I did it this way.
When you said that you were highlighting every dinosaur and I kept saying raptor, 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 that reminded me of when I was annotating goblin, and every time they said goblin, I did, like, I highlighted or whatever I did. And I don't remember, I had counted it, but I don't remember how many times I said goblin, but it was really funny. Oh my gosh. Well, this is not about goblin. This is about Jurassic Park. How long did it take you to read it total?
When I actually sat down to read it, I would say a week. Because I had read like the first chapter or two before I went on vacation. Yeah. But I wasn't really reading it.
And there was like a 2-week span where I don't think you had actually.
Right. And that's because I wanted to
focus on it.
Do actually annotate it. Yeah. So one time I went to read it at the park and I didn't have my stickies or my highlighters, so I didn't read. And then another time
consistency.
I know. And then another time I had my stickies but not my highlighter.
Right.
And so like I was my own worst enemy when it came to reading it. But like when I was on vacation at my friend's house, I would get up in the morning and read.
Nice.
And then I would read in the evening. Mm-hmm. And it took me, and again, I am a slower reader than some people, but it really took me a week just because I was annotating.
Yeah, I agree when you said that really, if you're like a fast reader and you don't have anything that you're actually like doing other than reading, like if you just have time to sit down and read, it would take like 2 days. Yeah. Like it's a very quick read. It's very entertaining. And I think it's thrilling enough to like keep your attention.
It is.
To, like every chapter.
It is. And also when I was on vacation, I didn't want to just sit there and read the whole entire time because I was at someone's house.
Yeah, you are technically visiting friends.
Right. so I wanted to do something other than read. I didn't want to be like a terrible guest and ignore my host family.
Nah, I'm sure they would have understood. But no, I understand as well. You don't want to just ignore your friends that you came to visit.
Right.
I just came to your house just so I could sit here and do this. Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I think when I first read it, it only took me like 3 days or something like that. Mm-hmm. But this time it did take me like about over a week. And I was actually shocked with how quickly I was able to read it because, as we know, lately I have not been able to finish books as quickly as I used to, which makes sense. So, not complaining. It's fine. It is what it is. But I was actually impressed with how much time I did have to read. And I feel like I got through it pretty quickly.
Which only makes it more impressive with how much reading Anne Bogle does.
Yeah.
Because
going back to Anne.
She has more than one child.
Yeah. And she's got a lot going on.
Yeah. And she reads a lot.
Well, it seems like it, I guess. Yeah. So I remember the first time I read it, I had told you that I kind of thought it was scary. Mm-hmm. This go-round, I don't think it is as spooky scary as I did the first time. Mm-hmm. Still definitely thrilling. And like you said, kind of gross. Yeah. Do you have similar thoughts? Do you think it's a little spooky, or do you think it's just like thriller?
I did not think it was scary.
Yeah.
And I think having seen the movie, it lessened the nervousness. Yeah. Except that I couldn't remember who all lived or died in the movie.
Yeah.
And so when some things were happening, I was like, oh my gosh. I was starting to get my heart rate up a little bit in certain parts of the book. Yeah. Because I was like, does this person die? Like because I couldn't remember. It's been a very long time. And I think I've only seen Jurassic Park once, like all the way through.
That's fine.
And so there were a couple things. There was one scene in the book that was very sad to me. It was probably the saddest scene in the whole book. And you might think this is funny, but it was when they they ate the baby dinosaur.
Oh, I know. The baby raptor?
Yes.
They're like, yeah, because the baby raptor, first of all, it got basically abandoned because everybody started to, they had to evacuate. They left the baby raptor in the nursery, I guess, and it couldn't get out. And so our group's trying to run away from the adult raptors that are chasing them. And so they go into the nursery, and I guess they also left the baby raptor, but I think in their head, they were like, it's okay. It's a raptor. So they'll just see the baby and accept the baby.
Right.
And then they just chomped right down on the baby.
And it was so sad.
It was sad.
It just upset me deeply.
Yeah. Really bothered you?
It did.
I really forgot, speaking of babies getting eaten, I really forgot that in the beginning there was that gory, infant scene.
Yes.
And when I read that, now being, a mom of an almost 4-month-old.
Did you cry?
I got bothered. I didn't really cry, but I got really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I was like, I wish I remembered this.
And
I immediately texted you because I was like, she's probably going to want to know about this.
As soon as I got to it, I was like, yep, that's what she's texting me about.
It was very upsetting. It was upsetting. So
the other death that kind of was also a dinosaur that bothered me was also another raptor. It was the one that Grant rescues, and he takes it back, and it sort of loves the people. Yeah. And what's the girl's name?
Lex.
Not Lex.
Not the kid.
The the researcher who works with Grant.
Oh, Dr. Sadler.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she, it's rubbing up on her leg or whatever when they're in the underneath where their nests are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like the I want to say caves, but it's not a cave.
Well, kind of.
It's like a tunnel.
It's a tunnel. It was dug out.
Why couldn't I think of that?
When that dinosaur dies, that also upset me.
Yeah.
I was very upset about it. Like when the people died, Nedry.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't bother me.
I laughed, I think. I think I actually
laughed.
It
bothered me when Dr. Malcolm died. And Wu. Now when Wu that bothered me.
Yeah.
But Hammond and Nedry,
they could have died multiple times and I would have laughed every time.
I mean, those deaths didn't bother me at all. I felt like they totally deserved it because first of all, the majority of the issue was caused by both of them.
Right. They were the problem.
Hammond because he brought everyone there when he knew it was dangerous, and Nedry because he turned off the only security that they had protecting them.
Yeah, like how stupid. And Hammond gets what he's just there. He's trying to play God.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
No.
Yeah, I know. I feel conflicted about Dr. Wu.
I just don't think he had evil intentions.
No. He did try to.
And I guess really Hammond didn't have evil intentions, but he was not.
He was so blind to his own,
yes, to the failings of what he wanted. Like, it's great to have a dream.
Yeah.
But when you realize that your dream is dangerous or that you're harming other people,
right,
you should cut your losses.
Right.
And find a new dream.
Yeah.
And he was unwilling to do that.
Yeah.
And I think
they were extinct for a reason.
Right.
So.
And I think Wu was just scientifically, he was trying to do something. Obviously, he wanted to be noticed. That's what Dr. Malcolm said, and I get that. But I don't think that he really believed that what happened was going to happen. And in the end, when things were happening, he tried to help. He didn't go to his room and hide like Hammond.
Yeah.
He actually was trying to help.
Like the adult child, the man child that is Hammond.
And he was trying to make it right and to do right. And so I think, I'm not conflicted. I think that that one bothered me. Yeah. And the fact that he was still alive when they started eating him bothered me.
I mean, I did find that upsetting.
Yeah.
Just because that sounds awful.
Yes. Yes.
But... yeah, I still...
even Hammond didn't die that way,
Yeah. Yeah, though. I was glad when, ew, Remy, I could see your saliva. That was gross. Because Nedry got... Sorry, my mind just sort of blanked. Who did you just say got eaten alive?
Woo.
Okay, yeah, that's who I thought.
Yeah, he was in the courtyard,
Yeah.
and he was trying to protect Dr.
See,
Sattler.
and go back to what you said. He was trying to help at the end. He was trying to repair the damage.
Right.
Yeah, in his own way. But Nedry also got eaten alive.
Yes.
And
well, I mean,
he
couldn't feel anything.
Out.
He was, I mean,
I still feel like it
was less painful because he was poisoned first.
Yeah, it numbed him up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. You're right. See, Nedry should have gotten what Woo got.
Yes.
Got.
Yeah. We have such great grammar.
What's happening? Nedry should have gotten what Woo had been given.
Right.
I gotta slow down.
You said that so well the second time.
Thank you. That's what happens
my
when
pleasure.
you actually live in the South. You just go as fast as you can, and it just comes out messed up.
Yes, it does.
We all know what we mean, though.
Well, as soon as he wrecked his car, I was like, just maybe
not looking good for you, bud.
Just maybe stay in the car.
Yeah, not looking good for you. Oh my goodness. Do you have a favorite part of the book? I know that's a lot to ask. And I don't mean that sarcastically. I feel like just now when I said it, it sounded like sarcasm, but that is not. That is a lot to ask.
I really liked a couple of things.
Yeah.
Obviously we've already talked about my two of my favorite scenes when people get eaten. I did like it when they finally. This is one part I was stressed out about, was Grant and the kids getting back in time to stop the boat.
Oh, and them
trying to get
when they were on the river.
Oh yeah,
and I just worried about them, the three of them, so bad when they were on the river, and like the T-Rex is following them on the river, and then when they had to sneak past the T-Rex
and the other two dinosaurs who were mating.
Yes. Oh my gosh! Don't get in between that. Like crazy.
That was great. That was very stressful.
Yeah.
But when they were finally rescued,
yes.
That was.
I love a good. I noticed something I really love in media is like after a lot of stress and anxiety and action and horror, I love that final relief of getting saved.
Mm-hmm.
But I also love in media after all of those things when people reunite with each other, which I don't think there was actually like that. I just realized that about myself recently, that I love a good reunion. One of my favorite things that I know was not in the movie, but was in this book, was when they were like behind the waterfall in like the cave, like the built-in cave for like travel and storage and whatnot. And they're like behind the waterfall hiding from the T-Rex and stuff.
Right.
And the T-Rex like goes back out of the waterfall, like it's poking its head in, it's trying to get to him, and it's touching the kids with its tongue.
Yeah, I'm
so
imagining
gross.
the tongue like wiggling around in there.
Oh my gosh, so nasty. And they always talk about how nasty they smell, like carnivores, and they don't brush their teeth. And it's awful and rancid. And then like the T-Rex, like I can't remember exactly if he pulls his head out and then they're like wondering where he went, or if the water gets shut off and then they see that he got tranked.
Right.
Or the tranquilizer finally set in.
Right.
Because they shot him and they're like, oh crap, he's still coming. And then they sped off, and then we find the T-Rex again with Tim, Lex, and Grant. I love in this story how it switches points of view.
Yes.
Like every chapter.
However, that also was confusing to me because at first it's like, who are we talking about?
Yeah.
And I would have in my head, we're still talking about who we were just talking about. And then I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, we've switched again.
Yeah.
So that was a little confusing. But yeah, it was interesting how they kept going back and forth.
And I feel like that was a good way for him to amp up the suspense a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you in knowing that this just happened to this group of people, but then now you don't know, and you're reading about this group of people, and eventually they all come together in the end. Or, it adds up in the end.
Right.
I love that kind of layout for a story where you go back and forth and in the end it comes together.
Right.
I enjoy that a lot.
There were two like dinosaur scenes that were very suspenseful.
Okay.
Like the one scene where all of the peaceful herbivores were on edge because they knew that danger was coming. and how
Yeah.
they circled their infants, and the rush of the big herbivores trying to escape the carnivores, and how all that took the focus away from the humans.
Yeah.
And also, I think it highlighted that these dinosaurs probably didn't work the way that real dinosaurs did, the way that lions do. Like if they have a kill, they only kill when they're hungry.
Yeah.
And the T-Rex didn't seem to be killing just because it was hungry,
Right.
because it killed the Stegosaurus, I think it was, and
Yeah.
it had the body there, and it wasn't finished eating it, but he still tried to kill the humans.
Right. And I don't think that would have happened either.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I think thinking that, and then I remember, have you seen Jurassic World?
No, I've only seen Jurassic Park.
Okay. Well, in Jurassic World, the dinosaur that they genetically create, and when it escapes, because they try it again.
Right.
When it escapes,
it worked so well the first time.
they realize that it's not killing to feed itself; it's killing just to kill.
Yeah.
And and that's what that made me think of. And I actually find it really fun that I've seen all the Jurassic movies now, and so when I reread this, I just tiny little Easter eggs to almost every single one kind of blended in, and I thought that was kind of interesting. And then I remember, actually, I think it was in the next book. See, this is where I'm like, I got to make sure I don't say anything about the Lost World on accident.
Right.
Get them mixed up. Don't want to spoil it for you, just in case. But it may have been names in the second book. But then I remember thinking, oh, I feel like somebody was named that in one of the Jurassic World movies.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of like an, homage.
Yeah.
Homage. I was like, well, am I going to say that right?
Yeah, that's right.
An homage to those characters that never actually happened. I don't know.
Right.
So existed. I don't know.
Right.
None of them exist, I guess, except for the real stuff in the beginning.
Yeah, that was one thing that just stuck out to me, and the ones that were scavengers that ate things that were already dead, but they're killing.
Right. Like the compies.
Right. And I just think if they were in fact scavengers, which I know it's hard to learn a lot about animals who no longer exist. And you can't really, you're just going off of fossils, so you're not really sure. There's a lot of guessing.
Right.
But if they were in fact scavengers, they wouldn't have killed. They would have eaten what was already dead,
Yeah.
Unless they were really super hungry and nothing had died in a while, they might kill something. But which
was not evident on the island so far. From what we know. So
and they were being fed regularly.
Right.
So there shouldn't have been any reason to just stalk and kill humans.
Yeah.
And that felt like something that happened because they genetically modified the dinosaur DNA. Mm-hmm. So that was interesting. And then when they got into the pterodactyl territory.
Yes.
That was an interesting scene.
I really enjoyed that, and I forgot that was a scene in this book, because in the movie you don't see that kind of area.
Right.
That actually there's a pterodactyl area scene in the second movie.
Okay.
Second. I'm pretty sure it's the second movie. So I forgot that they had that in this book, and I was really happy when that happened. And they were going through, and it's hard to imagine how everything actually is. He does a great writer.
Yeah.
But depending on your imagination, it's still hard to picture everything.
Right.
So I imagine them going through the river up under these really heavy chains and stuff that go through the river so that the pterodactyls can't get out and stuff. And then you come into this really creepy, ominous, foggy bird cage, basically. Yeah. Real freaky. I was going to say something else, but I lost my train of thought. Why do I do that?
Because you're a mom now.
Yeah.
It's called mom brain.
I mean, you can justify it that way, but it happened before.
Me too.
I think it's worse now, though, for sure. Yeah. Did you like the characters? I mean, obviously, there's ones we aren't supposed to like, so we don't like them.
Right.
But our likable ones.
Obviously, the children are the best people on the island.
Right.
Grant is a really good character.
Yeah.
I didn't see a lot of flaws in him. I mean, obviously, no one is perfect. But him and Dr. Sattler
He's
seem
definitely
to
written
be,
to be our hero.
yes,
of the story.
He and Dr. Sattler seem to be the two
most knowledgeable, common sense using people.
Yes. I liked Muldoon. He was the security guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I liked him.
I liked him too.
He seemed smart. He's like, let's blow him up. And I'm
Yeah,
like, yeah,
right.
let's do it.
Like, yeah, straight to the point.
What's holding you back?
Like you said, cut our losses. Like, blow him up.
I liked him.
And then, I'm sorry.
No, go
and
ahead.
then Hammond won't let them have, like, actual guns on the island
Yes.
and stuff. I'm like, you have gigantic man-eating animals, and you don't have guns. You just have tranquilizer. Well, I guess those are guns, but you know what I mean.
There was one part that was both sad and satisfying at the same time. When Grant was in the nursery and the raptors were coming after him before the baby died.
R.I.P. baby raptor. For Becky's sake.
I think it happened before. It might have happened after. Anyway, when he was injecting the eggs.
Oh, yeah.
And they were eating them. Mm-hmm. And the third one was too smart for that.
Whoopsie.
I thought that was a good scene. I'm like, okay, someone's using their brain. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that he had the tour so he knew about the stuff that was in there.
Yeah. Going back to, you just said the children are obviously the best people on the island. And this is how I felt the first time I read it too. Mm-hmm. The first whole half of this book, I don't like Lex.
Oh, she needed a spanking.
Like, she was so annoying.
She was.
And I never really liked her until closer to the end, I guess. Like, when, I guess when she was actually finally,
helping
and not being an annoying little brat.
Carry me.
Yeah. No, sorry. But yeah, I always found her very annoying.
Yeah, she is.
I don't know if that's his writing was good or his writing was bad.
I think she's supposed to be annoying.
Supposed to be annoying, right? Okay.
Her parents were getting divorced.
Right.
So that's a traumatic experience. Tim is the sweetest.
He is.
And she was mean to him.
Yeah.
And snotty.
You little turd.
And why would you protect your dad when he's a creep?
Yeah.
He's mean to your mom. He's mean to your brother.
Yeah.
You're the only person he apparently likes. That doesn't make him a good person just because he likes you.
Yeah. Gosh. Also, I don't know if you remember in the movie, Grant doesn't really like kids in the movie.
Oh, no.
So I actually really, and I forgot that until I reread it again, because he likes kids. He really likes kids in the book, because I think he says something along the lines of younger people who also want to talk about dinosaurs with me. Oh yeah, definitely. All the time. Sure.
He's really so good with Tim.
Yeah.
He's very protective of him.
Yeah.
He's protective of both of them, but I think especially Tim. And I like how he tries to give him advice that cheer him up and help him to feel better.
I was even about to say, sorry, I feel like I could just cut you off.
No, you're fine. I cut you off earlier, so.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I like that he even sort of asks about their dad. And even when Tim says things like, my dad basically doesn't like me. That's not his exact words, but Grant still doesn't really talk bad about his dad, even though he probably wants to and thinks mean things about his dad.
I mean, I do.
Right. I thought that kind of shows how good of a character he is, or his own character and morals, and how it's still his dad. Right. So I thought that was really nice.
That was good. I like that too.
I really like that he actually likes kids in the book. And I kind of wish they had kept that in the movie, because, he still helps save them and stuff in the movie. But it's just nicer that he genuinely enjoys them in their company.
When I was reading it, is Jeff Goldblum's character Ian Malcolm?
Yeah.
I thought so, because when I was reading the book and it was describing Malcolm, for some reason I was like, because it's really been a long time since I've seen Jurassic Park. I was thinking, I think Jeff Goldblum's character wore black.
Yeah.
And so I was like, he had to play Malcolm. And then I couldn't remember if Malcolm lived or died. So I was on pins and needles the whole book about Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, that's so fun. Oh, man. Yeah, his character is really interesting.
And when the raptors were like on the ceiling
Oh my
of the
gosh.
bedroom.
He's just like in and out of a morphine state, accepting his death, but thinking about how humans are awful on the planet. And, oh my gosh.
I was like, please someone just, I wanted the electricity to come back on.
Oh, I know.
And to zap those suckers.
Yeah. Somebody take them out. Oh my gosh. I have a text from my mom.
Okay.
She said, by the way, Nana did not finish Jurassic Park. She's still on chapter 4.
Oh, wow.
Wow. I don't know if you can hear us from the other room, but wow.
That's rough.
Judging you. And that makes me wonder if she just didn't like it or if she just got distracted with life or, because I feel like if you just like a thriller, you would enjoy it.
Right.
Now, if you like dinosaurs, that's even better.
Right.
But I think if you just like a thrilling book, you would enjoy it. That's all I have to say.
I don't think my mom would enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because of the guts being ripped out.
It is pretty, that first infant scene that I really forgot. I was like, oh, that kind of messed me up. I shouldn't have. Woo, man, like that's like the worst to me, in my opinion,
Because
with
of
how
the
my
baby.
mindset is right now. I think that's like the worst scene in the entire book.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
you
mean,
get it over
it's a
with.
baby.
It is a baby.
It can't defend itself.
I know, it's awful.
Yeah.
Awful. Makes me sick to my tummy. Oh, right. I know you would have rated it 5 stars if you rate, so that really gives me an idea that you really, really liked it, and you say you really, really liked it, so that's good too. Do you think you would be interested in reading the second one, the sequel?
I'm not sure. Maybe, but not right now.
Yeah.
Because I have other things.
You got a lot going on.
I just opened this book, and speaking of Dr. Grant, I have 2 notes.
Yeah.
Dr. Grant is a sweet man. He's marriage material if he makes it out alive.
Yeah.
And I thought that was sad that Tim shipped him with Dr. Sattler, and he mentioned that he had a wife that died.
Oh, yeah.
And that was kind of sad.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And then I have another sticky over here that says, more proof that Dr. Grant is a sweet man. It says, this is what I have it highlighted for. Oh, so the first note is, I'm tired, Lex said. Carry me, Dr. Grant. You're too big to carry, Tim said. But I'm tired, she said. Okay, Lex, Grant said, picking her up. Oof, you're heavy. Oof. But he carried her.
Carried her nonetheless.
And that was very sweet. And then the other one is, this is when he's talking to Tim about his dad. He says, Tim says, my dad moved out last month. He has his own place in Mill Valley now. And Dr. Grant says, uh-huh. And then he says, he never carries my sister anymore. He never even picks her up. And he says, you have dinosaurs on the brain, Grant said. Tim sighed, yeah. You miss him? Grant said. Not really, Tim said. Sometimes she misses him more. Who, your mother? No, Lex. My mom has a boyfriend. She knows him from work. They walked in silence for a while, passing some, I think, storage units.
Yeah.
And I just, that's where we were talking about how he had the conversation with them. And he just asked him questions. And like you said, he never says anything bad about Tim's dad.
Yeah.
He just asked him questions. And I think, too, he's trying to keep his mind off the dinosaurs.
Yeah, that
by
too.
talking to him and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just think that he's a really sweet character.
He's a really good guy.
Yeah.
He's really, yeah. I agree.
What a shame Dr. Sattler was engaged to someone else.
I know. And I know that's how it was in the movie. Like, I don't think it's mentioned that she's actually engaged in the movie, but the idea in the movie is that, like, yeah, we want them to be together, but they're not going to be together.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, come the sequel movie, then it's like mentioned that she got married or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So going back into the book, I was like, okay, was that actually how the story was,
Mm-hmm.
or are they romantic? Like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
But so, of course I was disappointed with that. But yeah, I like Grant a lot too. I like Grant. I like Sadler. That's pretty much it. And Tim. And yeah, I did find, like, although Ian Malcolm makes so many good points, all of he's so knowledgeable, the things he says,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's like bigger than us, you know.
Yeah.
I did find him to be a little annoying sometimes.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just how he's supposed to be. He's supposed to come off arrogant, like
Yes.
you said earlier. But I still like this character.
Yeah, it's funny that you said that because I'm like, oh, he's so arrogant.
Yeah.
And then he says something, and I'm like, oh, he's so smart.
But he's so right.
And then like he says something else, and I'm like, oh, he's such a jerk.
I know. God, he almost acts like pretentious.
Yeah.
But he's just so right. Like
it's funny because it's hard to be mad at him because he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah.
But it's almost like he is kind of the smartest guy in the room.
Well, he is the smartest guy in the room. Yeah. Yeah.
It was sad at the end when all the animals had to be destroyed. I was like, can't they just destroy the compies and the raptors and the T-Rexes?
Right. Like
keep the herbivores. They're not hurting anybody. Oh, and the pterodactyls because they were scary.
Oh, yeah. No. Clip their wings. Like, no. Not having them suckers. Yeah, no, they were scary. And like, and I think this is just because I've seen all the movies. So every interaction with a pterodactyl is like brutal.
Yeah.
Like they are like savage. Like almost more so than the raptors. Like the raptors are cunning and stuff.
Right. I was so scared when they were going through there and they were diving at them, and I was like,
like they're just gonna. Oh, and it has to hurt. their beaks and stuff. Oh my gosh.
I was so scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
And their claws.
Yeah.
Didn't they pick Lex up? And
I think they started to, like, they grabbed, like, she had a backpack on or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. But they didn't actually carry her off or anything.
Yeah, she was too heavy.
Yeah. So makes you wonder how big they actually were in the book then. Because they're kind of big in the movies.
Yeah.
So they would have been able to pick her up in the movies. So, all right. Well, I mean, I think that's all I have.
I mean, I think that's all I have too. It was a really good book, and it ended well, I think.
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy that the government was still holding them hostage basically at the end.
I know.
Like
but honestly,
people,
that made sense to me. Like
really?
That's I feel like something that would have happened.
I was just like, literally all the people who caused the issue are dead.
Like, yeah.
Can you send everyone else home?
Yeah.
Like,
but it's like they have to like do this weird investigation. They got to keep it under wraps. Like that really, I feel like that makes sense. That would have happened with like our government.
It probably would have.
I actually did remember just something I wanted to ask you.
Oh, okay.
So I know like your favorite scene that you remember in the movie was I think in the movie it's the lawyer that gets eaten when he goes into the bathroom and the T-Rex like knocks down the bathroom and like eats him right off the toilet.
Right. Yes, that's my favorite part.
So how did you feel that wasn't in the book?
Well, you had already let me know that it wasn't there, so I was prepared for that.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if I hadn't known, I would have been disappointed, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
And it was really well written. Also, the lawyer doesn't die in the book, right? He lives.
Right.
I'm glad because he's the one with the 4-year-old.
Yeah.
I was so happy that he didn't die because I'm like, this man has a child.
Yeah.
I was so
awful.
mad at Hammond for bringing him to the island.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't disappointed. It was well written and enough things happened
to make up for it.
Yeah.
See, I think that in my head, the thing they swapped out for that was the fact that there's a baby T-Rex. And the baby T-Rex kills somebody else. I can't remember who, but it's not the lawyer. I think you're right. I think the lawyer lives. But yeah, the fact that there is a baby T-Rex and the baby T-Rex is also just going out there killing people too.
And the best interaction between the T-Rexes was when the baby starts to eat the dead, I'm pretty sure it was a Stegosaurus. I'm fairly confident. But anyway, starts to eat the kill from the T-Rex. And that's at the same moment that the T-Rex almost gets them in the river when they first get in the river.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, hold up. No, I killed that. That's my food.
That's mine. Yeah.
I liked that. It almost would have been great if the adult T-Rex had killed the juvenile T-Rex.
Yeah.
For trying to eat his food. Then at least they wouldn't have had to worry about the juvenile.
Yeah.
But because he didn't really cause as much trouble anyway as the adult.
Who does he kill? He kills somebody that was in the vehicles with them. But there was like extra people because more people than there are in the movie. And I can't think of who it was.
I don't remember that either.
I don't remember either. Ooh. yeah, I think that's what they sort of swapped. At least in my head, that's what they swapped out.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the baby T-Rex. I think it would have been cool if the big one had killed it too, though. That's so good. Yeah, I wish they had incorporated the waterfall scene.
Yeah.
In the movie, I think that would have been really cool. And I don't remember if they did or not in the sequel somehow, but I don't think they did.
I was really worried
Sequel movie, sorry.
For Dr. Grant when he was the third person to go into the shed, whatever it was, where the power was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One guy already got eaten, and I thought the other guy did too. And I was like, please don't get eaten. I think that gave me the most anxiety in the whole book. Probably was when he went in there.
Creepy. It was very creepy.
The second person and Dr. Grant both were like, "Oh, there's a shoe." Like, yeah, it's from the first guy who went out there.
It's probably got the first guy's foot. Yeah. I think mentioning that, I think you would really like the sequel. But I mean, I know you got other things to read. You don't have to read it for me.
I might eventually read it.
But
maybe next year that will be one of my books on my list.
And I think last time I read the sequel, The Lost World, I gave it like 4 stars.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I gave it 5 stars because I don't know. It was just really good. I just really liked it. There was a lot of action, a lot of thrilling moments. So I know this isn't about the sequel, but I'm just saying. Just saying. If you like Jurassic Park, you will most definitely like the sequel to it. So that's all. That's all I've got.
That's all I've got.
We've got a whole nother episode to record, Becky. Are you ready?
I know. I'm ready. I'm ready. We can do it.
Oh my gosh. We'll have to take a potty break.
Yeah. All right. I'm done.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Okay, guys. Well,
peace out.
Thanks for listening to our episode on Jurassic Park. Feel free to leave us any feedback on the book still or on this episode after you listen. And check out the show notes because we've mentioned a few other things in here that our diligent editor will make sure are included in the show notes.
That's me.
And of course, as always, check out The Sideways Sheriff. I almost said Jurassic Sheriff.
I know. I was like, who are you supposed to check out?
Is he a dinosaur?
Yeah.
No, he's not a dinosaur. Check out The Sideways Sheriff.
He's a cowboy.
And we do have merchandise in case you're interested. And as always, it's wonderful to know that there are so many kindred spirits in the world. I should say it's thrilling to know.
It is thrilling.
That there are so many kindred spirits in the world. And until next time, stay happily booked.